Hey, if you're doing the carnivore diet right now and you're struggling with some things, I want you to hear me clearly. You're probably not doing anything wrong. Most people don't quit carnivore because it doesn't work. Most people quit carnivore because they have a struggle and nobody told them it was normal, so they get scared. So let's walk through some common struggles and see what we can do to overcome them and get around them without getting too frustrated and quitting carnivore. Struggle number one is I am hungry all of the time. Listen, if you're on carnivore and you're hungry all the time, it is most likely because you are under eating and not eating enough food. A lot of beginners make this mistake, and it's either that they're not eating enough food volume-wise or they're eating the wrong kinds of food. Many times when people jump on this as a beginner carnivore and they'll start eating chicken and turkey and fish, while those foods are great and you can eat them once you've made the transition to really on carnivore, especially at the beginning, there's not enough calories and there's not enough fat in chicken, turkey, and fish to keep you feeling full and satiated the whole day. And if you don't have enough food, you are going to be hungry and never feel full. Carnivore works when fat is not optional. You need to be eating the fattier cuts of meat. If you're going through the day and you're hungry, make sure you're eating fattier cuts of meat. Eat the ribeye, eat the chuck steak. Make sure your ground beef is 80-20. Make sure you're eating plenty of eggs. Eat plenty of bacon. Cook in beef tallow, cook in lard. That'll help make sure you get plenty of fat in your diet. And then eat until you are full. If you sit down and say, I'm gonna eat 2 eggs and a burger, and you eat 2 eggs and a burger and you're still hungry, eat 2 more eggs, eat another burger. Eat until you are full. Struggle number 2 is you think I'm craving sugar and junk food. Now, this one's gonna hit a little harder about day 3 or day 4 and take you up to about say day 10, day 12, somewhere around there. This is not a sign that your body is not adapting to eating higher fat. It's not a sign that the diet's not working. It's basically a sign that your brain is throwing a 2-year-old temper tantrum. You've trained your brain for years, just like I did, to eat sugar and to eat the junk food. And when you eat the sugar, you get that dopamine hit in your brain. That's that feel-good chemical that makes us feel good. And by now, 3-4 days with no sugar and no carbs, no starches, your brain is not getting that dopamine hit. So it's telling you, eat more sugar, eat more junk food so it can get that hit, that feel-good hit. So you need to ignore it. It's basically a withdrawal symptom from sugar addiction. So how do you combat this? Eat more good food. Eat more protein, eat more fat. Make sure you're salting your meals. Drink your water and stay busy. If you're sitting on the sofa all day long, your brain's got time to think and run down these rabbit holes of sugar and more sugar. Don't sit on the sofa. Do something. Keep your hands busy. Crochet a quilt. Go for a walk. Build a doghouse out of wood. Do something. Keep your brain occupied so it's not thinking about sugar and what it doesn't have. Now, here's the truth. That's sometimes hard to hear, but these cravings, especially sugar cravings, they will pass, whether you give in and eat the sugar or whether you stay strong and don't eat the sugar. Either way, the cravings will go away. They're only momentarily. Don't give in to just a moment of cravings. Struggle number 3, I feel tired, foggy, or just kind of weird. And I think this is a big reason why people quit. They get on the diet, they start feeling tired, they get a little dizzy, they get a little lightheaded, they think something's wrong. They immediately go, oh, this is not a good way to eat because it makes me feel so bad. And that's just not the case. It's just, these are all symptoms of adaptations and your body being, adjusting and you being able to figure out the right mineral balance your body needs to thrive. The majority of the time, the culprit behind all this is electrolytes, namely sodium, but electrolytes, because when you cut the carbs out of your diet, your insulin levels fall, which is a good thing. But when the insulin levels falls, it signals your kidneys to start flushing out sodium. And as you flush out sodium, it throws off the balance of minerals in your body. This is why people feel dizzy and tired when they're on the carnivore diet. The fix is not quitting carnivore. It's not going back to eat more carbohydrates. It's make sure you salt your food, get plenty of salt, add in 1 or 2 electrolyte drinks every day, and you'll be fine. Struggle number 4, I'm bored with the food. Good, this is where you want to be. I don't consider this a struggle. The more complicated things are, the harder it is to figure out what you're going to eat. Simplicity is your friend. What do you eat on carnivore diet? Beef, bacon, eggs, butter, drink water. If it's not that, don't eat it. Struggle number 5, people are giving you pushback about the carnivore diet. Yeah, this is going to happen. A lot of people don't understand the carnivore diet. They just automatically think that much meat and salt has to be bad for you, and they'll tell you it's a crazy diet and you shouldn't do it. Other people will see you having success on the carnivore diet and they're going to see the fat melt off your body, and they're going to be jealous because they're not strong enough to do what you're doing, and they're going to give you pushback about how bad the diet is because they don't want you to succeed and do a better job of life than they do. So Here's how I would handle that. Number one, I would not tell people you're on the carnivore diet. I just wouldn't do it. I would just say, hey, I'm just following a diet and I'm doing great. Just remember, you don't really owe them an explanation. This is your life. What you decide to do is between you, your family, and God. They have nothing to do with it. If you want carnivore, go for carnivore. Struggle number 6 is simply, I'm afraid I'm doing it wrong. And this causes more people to quit than I'd like to think about. Carnivore is simple. Meat, eggs, salt, water. That's it. If every day you wake up and you're eating 2 to 3 meals a day that contain a meat, preferably beef, they have eggs, you salted it, you're drinking water, you're doing this perfectly fine. There's no way to go wrong. Stick to that for the first 30 days. After that, if you want to get an experiment with some of the carnivore cookbooks and you want to try more variety, you're more than welcome to. But the first 30 days, keep it simple. Beef, bacon, eggs, butter, sea salt, water. Stick to it and you'll be fine. You cannot fail. Listen, the hardest part about being on carnivore is not deciding what food to eat. It's not battling any symptoms of no carbohydrates. The hardest part is breaking the habits of what you were eating like before. Once you break those habits, don't give in to the discomfort. Trust the system, trust the process of carnivore. A lot of people who start carnivore quit before it gets easy. The first 14 days are going to be hard. The next 14 days, much, much easier. When you make it 30 days, from that point on, it's all cake. It's so easy once you get past that 30 days. Stick with it, don't quit, stay strong. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing.